How about that southbound right there? Who we got there?
I got you, come on.
Who do you got rolling south there?
My name's Tyler.
10-4 Tyler. Well, I was sitting there on the shoulder waiting for traffic to go by, and saw you coming up there in the rearview mirror. Wasn't sure what you were just yet or what you're running there, but we're getting a good look at you right now. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about what you got there?
2014 389 Paccar 485 13 speed, 342 rears. Trailer's a Trailstar 2021 39-foot frameless.
10-4. So what kind of work you doing today?
I'm coming down from Jacksonville, heading down to Sarasota.
Not a bad little ride. What are you hauling?
Glass.
Well, we got a good little stretch. You know, I can run with you for probably a good 20-25 minutes or so. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about how you found your way into the driver's seat there?
It's a family tradition. My dad done it forever, and you know, growing up, it's all I ever wanted to do. So here I am, you know, still living the dream.
I hear you. So this is a family business then?
Yeah, 10-4. My dad's got a truck, and he actually has 2 trucks, and I got this one.
Well, how long have you been driving for?
It'll be 7 years in September.
With driving, the 7 years that you've been driving the same type of trailer configuration, pretty much? Yeah,
pretty much. Pulled an end dump. I drove regular triaxle dump truck there when I first started out, and I pulled a lot of tanker, mainly end dump. I used to have a Florida spec, and I got this long frameless for this gig I got going now.
So out of everything that you've pulled, what have you enjoyed the most?
This right here.
So you call it a Florida spec. Explain that for us.
It's a big Florida aggregate thing with the bridge laws. They got them short 30-foot trailers with the 24-foot box, triaxles, haul aggregate around the state of Florida. I did that for 3-4 years. Then pulled a tanker for a year and a half, and then I went to this gig, got rid of the Florida spec, got this trailer.
Does that allow you to go into other states if you needed to?
Yeah, I can with this one. Georgia actually recognizes the Florida spec up there too, but I run up to Jacksonville. That's as far as I go north. I don't really do anything after that. Basically run around the state. I'll go over to Cocoa Beach, Fort Myers, Gainesville, you know, kind of stay in that bubble.
I hear you. Where are you guys based out of?
Northport, Florida, down there about 30 minutes south of Sarasota.
Oh, roger that. So you're on the return trip, headed back to the house then, right?
We'll kick this one off down there in Sarasota, and we'll head to the house.
So explain what it's like. Take us back a little bit into your earlier years. You said you grew up with a family business. Explain what that was like, you know, growing up and getting that want to drive and everything, up until the time that you actually got your license and started driving.
It was just all I ever wanted to do, you know. My dad was my hero, you know, so he ran over the road for, man, the first probably 15 years of my life, so didn't see him as much, but, you know, when you did, it was like, oh man, you know, Dad's home, you know, so it's all I ever wanted to do, wanted to be like him, you know. He always had nice trucks, nice Peterbilts, and, you know, just always wanted to do it. And I come up there, I was born in 93, so right around the time the economy really hit the tank is when, you know, I would have been getting a license. So I actually waited till I was 23 to get my CDL. I was a heavy equipment operator for 5 years, got pretty good at doing that, and I figured it was about time, you know.
typically parents are the best role models we can ever have, and especially in the trucking game, in the trucking industry, it's even better. So it's a horrible sacrifice for guys to have to take care of their family and have to be gone to do that, but they set up their children sometimes with some of the best memories they can ever have.
Absolutely. I mean, they told me, back in the day, I come home from the hospital or whatever, I was in the little car seat, sitting on the steer tire watching my dad work on the truck, so it's all I ever wanted to do, and it's all I'll ever do, I love it. It has its days, but I love it.
So speaking of it's having its days, so tell us about some of the good times, and then tell us about some of the times that would constitute a bad day.
Well, I mean, these are some good times here. This is fun. I mean, I saw you and I'm like, oh man, I hope he follows me. So stuff like this is cool, going to the shows, stuff like that. I try to hit one out-of-state show. I don't take the truck, but I try to hit one out-of-state show a year, go up there, see them. And then you got your bad days, like, you believe it or not, I was just in the parking lot of the chrome shop there putting my exhaust back on because I had a band clamp break.
Yeah, I hear you. The good days are good, and then some of the bad days, they shape up pretty good. I was through there. I'm glad you got back out on the road. I was through there in the parking lot, and I didn't see anyone too interesting just yet, so I was hanging out there on the shoulder, so I'm glad that we crossed paths.
Here at Diesel Freak, located in Gaylord, Michigan, just an hour south of Mackinac Bridge, we offer parts, turbos, manifolds, injectors, fleet service, down to your owner-operator. We have customers with race applications. We have a dyno for diagnostics. What we like to do along with our own apparel is make apparel for others as well. Hats, t-shirts, decals, vehicle graphics, from mild to wild for your truck here at Diesel Freak.
So how long have you had the truck there that you're driving right now?
This is 5 years this year.
10-4. Does it have a name?
No, just call it the big truck, that's all.
Yeah, 10-4. So what's been one of the best lessons that you've learned since you've been trucking so far?
Patience, to be honest with you, because this game here will eat you up, buddy. You gotta have patience. Like I said, I was just in there fixing the exhaust, and as much as I wanted to go, just keep rolling, stuff like that, you just gotta take your time, get it done, don't half do it,
Yeah, I hear you. You can't half step. So what's been one of the worst loads that you've ever pulled since you've been driving?
Honestly, they're all pretty easy. I've hauled gypsum and high cal and stuff, and they say that stuff's pretty sticky when you dump it, but I never really had a problem with it. So, really all of it's fine as long as they load it right. I've had to shovel plenty of loads to get it centered, so it doesn't lean going up. But other than that, really, it all comes out the end. Doesn't really matter.
Sounds like a dump trucking slogan. It all comes out in the end there, right?
That's it for.
So what are some loads or type of load that you would never want to consider pulling again?
I'll be honest with you, if I could just keep doing the gig I got going here with the glass, I'd be more than content. I'll put whatever in the bucket it pays. I don't want to haul like scrap or nothing like that with this trailer, but anything rock, sand, whatever, it don't matter. I'll haul that, but this glass thing's a pretty easy gig. I don't mind doing it.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoy hauling what you're hauling right now. Describe what it's like to pull that load. If it's a single day turnaround or a 2 day, how does that work?
Yeah, single day. I left about 1:30 this morning. I got up there at Jacksonville about 5:45. I was in there about 6:30, and I stopped at the chrome shop there to get a couple lights, and I pulled out, and I heard that exhaust fell. So I pulled back in, fixed that, and we're on our way. So we'll be back down there about 11:30.
Not bad at all. So would that be the end of the day for you?
Yeah, I'll reload a load right there where I dumped to go back up Jacksonville tomorrow. So, yep, that's it. head to the house from there.
Not bad at all.
I can't complain.
Well, what's your claim to fame? What do people know you for?
I'm just goofy, I guess. Everything's, I kind of let everything roll off my back. Try to make everything funny, Got real sarcastic, stuff like that. That's about all they know me for. That and driving truck, all my friends knew this is what I wanted to do forever, and, so that's about it.
So you're an easygoing guy, easy to get along with and everything like that? Is that what you're saying?
Try to be,
Nothing wrong with that at all. When it comes to educating and helping out our folks that, people that want to be in that same position that you're in there right now, what's some advice that you can give to someone that wants to, start driving and maybe drive intrastate, drive around Florida, Georgia, Alabama? What are some of the things that you can share with them?
You just got to cut your teeth, It's tough starting out, whether you go to school or whatever, with no experience. Not a lot of people will take you, so you almost got to you got to find somebody that will, or you got to go to these, mega carriers and put up with that. And I was lucky enough, I found some people that would take me, with no experience. And I just didn't have the want to go over the road, I like being home every night.
I understand that 100%.
Yeah, you just gotta, keep up with it. I know a lot of guys get discouraged, the first couple years, because, it's really a life you gotta want, man, like, to do this, If you don't want to do this, you have no business in a truck, honestly, because this is something you gotta want to do, or you'll just gonna be miserable. There's no point.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. It's got to be something that in your case, that you're ready to get up at, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, or whatever time it is, hit the road and not even think twice about it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to go back to bed, but, got to get up and do it, get it done. And I prefer to run. I could leave right now and go do it, but I don't like dealing with the traffic. Get up there, get it done, Half the day's over at 6 in the morning,
Yes, sir. Well, I'm getting a good look here at the rear end of the trailer, working my way up here, looking at the tractor itself. It's pretty shiny there, You're coming off a weekend where you spent some time polishing things, or what?
Yeah, believe it or not, 2 weekends ago, it got it fully polished.
Oh, how about that? Good timing there, good timing.
Yeah, it was meant to be.
I tell you what, it's been nice running across you and getting to chit-chat with you a little bit. That's a great looking truck you got there, and I'm glad that you're able to get out here on the road and, earn a good living.
That's it for it. I appreciate everything you do, man. Keep up with the videos. We love that. So, but yep, you have a safe ride back where you're going. We'll catch up with you later.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. We'll see you soon.
And folks.